YouTube, welcome in. Skirk's teaser dropped. I wasn't live. I am live now on Twitch. Come over to the Twitch channel, drop a follow, join us in the live streams. They're a ton of fun. I'm excited to see the Skirk teaser. I haven't seen anything of it other than an image on Twitter of like young Skirk's face or something. I don't really know what to expect from this one. I feel like we've already got so much Skirk lore that I don't know if we could expect anything new or what, but let's dive into this and see. Character teaser, Skirk, an end and a beginning. Okay.
スカークの行方か。手がかりはあるのかな。
Oh, wait. He's not talking to Skirk. Oh, he's talking to Alakito.
どんな人物かがわからないことにはな。
Oh.
そうだな。そういえば、俺が卒業した日、
This is all
3つの質問
premeditated.
をしていいと言われた。まずは、ずっと不思議だったんだけど、なんで俺を弟子にしてくれたの？
Young Tartag, dude? I didn't expect young Tartaglia. That is so cute.
なんだけど、
Oh
な
my
んで俺を
god.
弟子にしてくれたの？
お前があれを呼び覚まし
You
たから
awakened
だ。
it. Yeah, what
私が
is
教えた武芸が将来役に立つだろう。
the whale, right?
も
The
ちろん
narwhal.
生きて
It's
帰
in
る
the
には
background right
も
now.
っと強くならなければならないが。
Interesting.
すでにいろいろ習っただろ。
He looks like
どう
Tusa
やって
so
もっと
much.
強くなればいいんだよ。
Learn how to use a
ま
bow,
だ基
baby.
礎だけだ。弓の扱いもまだ荒い。
Damn.
形ある武器を完全に極めれば次のステージに行けるだろう。全てを手中の刃と化し神羅万象を自在に操るのだ。そうすれば師匠のようにさらなる力を追い求められる。
Wait, what?
わかった。じゃあ最後の質問だ。師匠はなんでいつも
Bro,
こんな顔してるの？
let's go back through this
強
afterwards.
くなるっ
Totally, let me just watch
て楽
it.
しいことじゃないの？あ？
Uh-oh.
師匠？
Oh, God.
それで
Not again.
師匠はなんと。
深淵を離れるとき、
Bro, gotta have
師匠が
PTSD
最後
from
に
this
こう
stuff.
言ったのが聞こえた。いつか滅びゆく星々を越えていけば、お前にも私の見ている世界は見えるようになるだろう。
Oh, damn. Damn. Okay. All right, we have some stuff to talk about because Jesus Christ, dude. Another planet, do you see this? When you say another planet, what do you mean exactly? Because this definitely, to me, seems like this is where Teyvat is. And this is where Skirk was with Sertology before he let her break through the firmament. I think this is Teyvat, not a different planet. Wow. Okay, that was a phenomenal teaser, by the way. Can we just put that out there? So let me get this straight. Let's go back through this real quick. Tartaglia is talking to Arlecchino here, asking for leads on Skirk, trying to hunt down Skirk and find where she is. We get to see young Tartaglia, which, by the way, the similarities between Tartaglia and Tusa, I feel like a twofold, obviously. I think Tartaglia awakened the narwhal here. That's what she's talking about, right? That makes the most sense to me, the fact that he awakened the narwhal. Obviously, she is Tartaglia's master, as in trainer, trained him how to fight. What battle is she talking about here? If you want to survive that battle, our combat training will prove useful in the future. Could this be fighting the narwhal when we saw? Or could it be something even further on? The only reason I'm thinking it could be something even further on is what she said at the end of this teaser. But I would assume it is to do with the narwhal here. I've already mastered all kinds of weapons. I feel like this was already known knowledge, right? That Tartaglia can wield a lot of different weapons. I feel like we already knew that. Your bow work is sloppy. So this motherfucker literally trained him to use all the weapons, I think, including the bow and the dual wield hydro blades, right? Which is insane. This transition into peak here is wild. Hold on. This is insanity. Can we talk about this for a second? Because god damn, what is this meant to be referencing here? What is this meant to be showing? Hold on. It's obviously Skirk fighting, but Skirk fighting herself? Yeah. Her intangible alter ego, I think. Her inner demons. I feel that spiritually. We all do it. We all go through it. Is this a representation of her being able to control the abyssal power instead of letting it take control of her, do you think? Because there is very much a possibility that training in the abyss is just going to consume you and you're going to become evil, right? Corrupted at the very least. To me, this is her fighting that off and keeping control of herself. When you've mastered the tangible weapons, you're ready for the next level, which I assume is the Foul Legacy transformation and harnessing the power of the abyss himself as well. God, this animated sequence is... Hoyoverse has a new favorite character, gamers. Hoyoverse has a new favorite character. All of creation bends to your will. That sounds like some sinner shit right there. Am I crazy for this? That sounds like some sinner shit right there, dude. I'm just putting that out there. After that, you can follow in my master's footsteps. I want to talk about this. And then, again, we'll talk about the end stuff in a second. But it seems like she is quite literally training Tartaglia to become like the next master of masters, basically. And even seek higher power. It feels very reminiscent to kind of the traveler's journey, in a sense. Although very different and kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Huh? Oh, 師匠?
I'm sorry, bro. Bro's gonna have PTSD for the amount of times she's just fucking one-hand tapped him out of the universe. This shit is insane. On a more serious note, does this represent Skirk sending Tartaglia back from the abyss to Teyvat? I would assume so. Very, very interesting. And then she can just close it back up. So has she learned now to be able to do what Sertology does on a much smaller scale? Maybe not for the full sky of Teyvat, but for the boundaries between the abyss and Teyvat. Traverse the wreckage of the stars one day and you will know the world as I see it. Bro is training Tartaglia to be like us. Bro, what did this chick see? Holy fuck, her eyes were just like a normal playable character eyes here. And then like by the time we see her now, it's crazy, dude. It's like she's got the snake eyes and shit. It's wild. Did she see fucking Gasoithoth and just go, ah! Like, bro got something burnt into her retinas. Yeah, this whole thing is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Wasn't there also theories of Tartaglia doing this and becoming a much higher power from Ashikai when she referenced the story of Ajax in the real world? It does seem like Tartaglia is following in the mythological footsteps of Ajax. That was a good-ass fucking teaser, though, guys. That was a good-ass teaser. Thoughts? Take a look at this. 10 things you missed in the Skirk teaser. The last time we've seen these two harbingers together was during Fontaine's Archon quest. Yeah, so this, I mean, this was very likely right before the Fontaine Archon quest, right? Because this looks like it's also in Fontaine. Or am I crazy? This meeting could have happened after Child's vision stopped working.
I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
Oh, this was at the beginning of the quest. God damn.
I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down.
But by the time I got back, she had already left. Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Bro, I forgot about this scene entirely. Holy. So, definitely after the Archon quest and before the story quest then. Child's age in this scene is 14. Bro looks like a 10-year-old, but still. And it looks like Skirk doesn't care how old he gets and still yeets him out of the abyss like before. Bro, it's so funny. Oh my god. After that, you can follow in my master's footsteps and seek even higher power. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Based on what we learned about Daughter, who's one of the sinners like Skirk's master, this higher power very likely means powers rivaling the Four Shades and the heavenly gosh darn principles, gamers. The way Skirk talks about it makes it seem like Sertology, her master, has already achieved it. Among the powers over death, life, time, and space, Skirk seems to be mastering space. In this scene, we see Skirk when she was young with her original arms and legs. Oh, bro, I forgot about that. She still had light in her eyes, yeah, and limbs. If you look closely, she seems to have been crying as well. Yeah, I saw that. Little shadows on the face. Her eyes also look very normal compared to her current ones. Yeah, it's insane. It is insane. She got that nihility. It looks like an entire planet is about to crash into the planet she's on. Oh, I didn't see it as that. It looked like corruption and destruction to me for sure, but I didn't imagine it hurtling towards this one. Interesting. Her official introduction mentions of him finding her up on a patch of scorched earth. The planet we see in the teaser could be where Teyvat is located. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. All the burning parts we see on the surface could be the area outside the theorized fake sky dome. Bro, is it crazy to me that I really I think I just don't want to believe that the dome is only covering a part of the planet and not concealing the entire thing. The imagery of that just looks so stupid in my mind. It's just weird to me. Or perhaps it's a corrupted planet near Skirk's home world and shows how her home planet was destroyed. This would also make sense. Could be cool. Maybe this is the fate of all planets in the Red Universe we saw in the previous animation. True. Definitely could be that. Another possibility could be that Skirk is of on the moon orbiting the planet of Tevat. Yeah, I like this theory. I like that this could be the moon, because it does look very rough around the edges and very, like, one-dimensional, one-colored and stuff, you know? And what she's seeing is the aftermath of the Heavenly Principles' war against dragons. Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw this. Regardless of which planet this scene depicts, Skirk knows the reality of universes outside of Tevat. Very interesting, dude. Very fucking interesting.